During the past week, there's been much speculation about the meaning of the STUXNET worm, what it is, what its target was, and whether it's the sign that cyberwar is beginning. At this point, all we can say for certain is that the target's intention is only known by the attacker, and the impact is only known by the attack. But STUXNET does raise some interesting questions that relates to cyber and national security issues. First, it's important to know that the STUXNET worm is not new. It's been in the wild since 2009. It was first publicly discussed and analyzed beginning in June of this year. But it's unique in a number of cases. First, it exploits Windows vulnerabilities, and second, and most important, it attacks the Siemens-made industrial control system, or SCADA. These types of systems are used in power plants and factories, any large-scale industrial system that uses software. What makes STUXNET unique and most worrisome is that a virtual attack can be used to achieve some sort of physical destruction. Fortunately, we did not see that happen. But what STUXNET is interesting, it says about cyber and warfare, is first, attribution remains the most difficult and challenging dimension of this. We do not know who created it, and we do not know why the person created it. If this were used in a wartime scenario, knowing who to retaliate against is virtually close to impossible. Second, the question of proportionality. And under the rules of warfare, a country or individual can respond in a proportional way to an attack. And it's unclear when we start thinking about cyber how we start to measure proportionality. Finally, and probably most importantly, STUXNET reveals that the potential for fratricide in cyber warfare is tremendous. To date, nuclear metaphors and thinking have really dominated, I think, the cyber war debate, as evidenced by discussions of deterrence. But I think what STUXNET really tells us is we need to look back at the biological warfare literature to understand how a biological weapon could not be contained, and you can't target a specific audience with this. I think given the prevalence of Windows in the world and also Siemens in the world, it's important to understand how an attack intended for one country can cause impact across the world, just as we're seeing with STUXNET.